and blessings, love and light to all. This is your girl, Queen Kenya, coming to you live with the Soulspiration for today. I hope you're doing well. I am going to be doing some quick Soulspirations from now until, June 1st, 2019. That's when the Soulspirations is going to start back up um, consistently. I'll be ready for you guys then. I have taken a long needed break and hiatus to allow myself to spiritually grow and get some knowledge about life in this journey that we call life. So even though you might not be joining me now in this live, whenever you see it, it will be important to you, and hopefully it will help your spirit and your soul get to a higher level. Today, what I want to talk about just briefly, and I mean literally briefly, is the importance of ascension. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now, and vibration, frequency is important. And when I say vibration frequency, I mean the vibration and frequency that you are on daily within your spirit, your soul, within yourself. There's a certain place of alignment that you need to be. And preparation is always key. You know, I always encourage you guys to breathe deeply and meditate often. Focus on the things that you would like to manifest within this life. There's a saying that goes, it's possible to create your own reality. And people honestly don't believe that it's true. People think that they just have to live their life however life dishes a hand to them. And sometimes some things are out of your control, but the majority of things are. Even though you may be dished out a certain kind of hand, it's still about how you respond to it. That determines the outcome and what manifests thereafter. So you can really truly create your own reality by your actions and what you focus upon. That saying that goes, so as a man thinketh, so is he. It's universal, and it also pertains to literally whatever you think upon and focus on the most is what will manifest within your life. I hope you guys can hear me. There's a lot of noise going on around me. But like I said, I'm not going to be long with this short soulspiration. But I just want to give you some tidbits leading into a time of diving in deeper into topics such as this. Ascension. When we leave this earth realm, our spirit, soul goes to a place where, I don't want to literally say goes to a place, but exits in a way that can take us to another realm of life. And if you have not aligned your soul and your spirit in a great vibrational space by the time you leave this earth realm, then you won't ascend to where you need to go. We are everlasting beings. We do live forever. You may not always live in the physical like you're seeing me right now, but your energy, your essence, it will live forever. And just getting information about yourself and learning the aspects of your life is totally important. If you are familiar with the balancing of chakras within yourself, then you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. There are a lot of things within this world that are symbols, signs, and messages that are given in plain sight. So you have movies, you have videos, music videos, books, audio books, things of that nature that speak upon exactly what I'm talking about. And I am going to be diving deeper starting June 1st, 2019 with my Soulspirations on topics such as this. So, it's important always to make sure that your vibrational frequency. Let me roll up my windows. Hold on one second. Okay. It's important that, yeah, that's better. Your vibrational frequencies match up to where you need to be. So, if you are meditating and focusing, eating right, and doing certain things, some might call them rituals, but just doing certain things that will help the flow of your life, then when it's time for you to ascend higher out of here, out of this realm, then you'll be able to do that. There are a couple of books that I've been reading and that I am continuing to read. I will post them on my Queen Kenya page. I have posted several books that I have read over time, and if you feel led to read any of those books that I've posted, feel free. Reading is our best attribute to gain knowledge. If you are seeking and searching and looking for answers, it's often found in a book. Most of the time, it needs to be a reputable book from a reputable source. How do you find reputable books from a reputable source? How do you do that? Well, oftentimes I will allow my spirit to guide me. So if I pick up a book or look at a book, I will, just ponder upon it, the title alone, and allow my spirit to filter through it to see if it's something that I really need. If I'm drawn to it, then I know that it's something that I need to read. But if I just read the title and be like, I don't really indulge in it. Also, sometimes there are going to be some things that you might not feel like you really need to read, but you really do need to read. So it's just about you making the effort to make a difference for yourself. If you know you're a person who doesn't read books, but you need to find out some things and gain some knowledge about some things, then it's probably time for you to open up a book and read and find something. So like I said, there's a plethora of books that I've already read, and I post them on my Queen Kenya page. So take a look at those. I'll be posting some more today. And see if it's something that sparks an interest in you. And once you notice if you're interested, then take the time to indulge and read and take notes or do whatever you need to do to gain that knowledge and retain it. There's so much going on right now, but I just want to let you guys know that I love you, and I am still around and just growing and allowing myself to hone the greatness that is within me for the mission of my life that I have been called to do. Certain people have specific callings upon their life that they really need to follow through and act out in order to awaken and spark and inspire other people. And that was the main reason why I created my Queen Kenya page and started the brand Soulspirations, because I wanted to be able to attribute my gifts that I have to be able to inspire the souls of the persons that I'm connected to on the platform that I'm given. So at some point, we all face certain things that we need to do in life, period. So Don't be afraid to follow your spirit, not just your heart, not just your mind, but follow your spirit and where spirit guides you so that you can get to that higher place of ascension. It's not just about being able to ascend up out of here, this earth realm. It's also about being able to vibrate higher and be able to ascend on different levels while you're here upon the earth. There are many people all around us who are practicing this daily, who are actually doing things to help them ascend. Sometimes when you gain so much knowledge, you start speaking differently. And when you speak differently, just in conversation, when you hear people talk, or when you talk, you might sound different, or they may sound different. It may sound like jargon. It may sound like they're out of their mind or crazy. But a lot of times, if that is the case, it's because you're not on the same frequency as them, so you don't have the same understanding that that person has. I'll give you an example. And one example of that as a person is Kanye West. A lot of people like to assume that Kanye is crazy, but he's actually a genius, and he operates from his place of comfortability within his spirit to be able to give forth his gift on the platform that he's given. And a lot of times, because he's ascended to the place where he is, when he speaks publicly, it sounds like he's crazy, but he's really just speaking in a way that he knows and feels is a way that he's able to express himself, which may not always be the most clear way for people to understand. I don't know any other way to say that, but I'm just saying it. So, again, this Soulspiration is just a tidbit on a look into what is to come. I'm going to be talking about more things dealing from a science, spiritual nature, spiritual based nature in the near future when my Soulspirations start back up in June. So if you get to see any Soulspirations from now until then it'll just be giving you some insight on the topics to look forward to. Once we get to June 1st, 2019, we will be diving into greater depths of different topics. If you've never heard of alchemy, spiritual sciences, and you're interested, then this is where we're going to be going. The importance of vibrating high, eating right. It's really important that we begin to eat a certain kind of way in this life that we're living right now, in this season, in this age, because what we intake will dictate the outcome of our lives. A lot of people, if you have not noticed, are starting to become vegetarians, vegans, pescatarians, meaning they only eat seafood, they only eat plant-based diets, or eating vegetables as far as vegetarians, and only taking in maybe like exotic meats like lamb or goat, things of that nature, every once in a while, but not all the time. So for myself, I have chosen to be a pescatarian slash vegetarian. I'm not taking in any meats, whereas it's like pork or beef or turkey or chicken. I'm not doing that anymore. I have literally cut down to lamb and goat and only eating that once a month. And eventually I'm going to cut that out. And seafood right now with a lot of fruits and vegetables. So I am allowing my body to adjust to this change of lifestyle and diet so that I can tap in greater. You know, when you eat differently and you start to live differently, meditation and exercise, you will see the difference. It's such a major difference. I'm also taking supplements, vitamin C, chlorophyll, B12, black seed oil pills. That's just to name a few. But I am taking supplements every day to also help, because there's a lot of diseases that are about to be within the land that are already here, but are going to be becoming more prevalent. It's going to be out more. And they'll attribute it to things like the measles and say that you need vaccinations and things of that nature. But really, it's signs of UVB radiation being in the air and things of that nature. I'm not going to get all into that right now. But like I said, this is going to be some topics that we're going to dive deep into in the near future. So, again, thank you for your time. Today is April 26, 2019. So if you see this after the fact, after it's been posted, still peace, love, and light to you always. And remember, life is but a journey. And it's important for you to grab hold of it and ascend higher in every step level of your life. That's what this is about, guys. My whole purpose and focus in life right now is to ascend higher in this earth realm and to help all the others who want to go with me, to be a part of that soul tribe, to be a part of that ascension, because it's really important for us to start unlearning a lot of things that we were taught that was wrong, and relearning and learning. When we relearn, we're learning the things that we should have automatically been given. Truth about nature, science about nature, things that have been hidden. The government has hidden a lot of things and only shown forth certain things, only decided to teach certain things within school settings or what have you, to keep a hold and a handle upon the population. Well, a lot of people are waking up in this age of Aquarius, which is the awakening age, and a lot of people are moving away from so much politics and religion, religious organizations, and finding truth about sciences and spirituality, and finding truth about themselves and allowing spirit to lead them and guide them. And that's basically what life is all about: seeking your own truth and finding it for yourself, operating it in a way that allows you to vibrate higher. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end there because I've said a mouthful. So again, thank you. Blessings. Love and light to you all. Be looking forward to the new Soulspirations that are coming June 1st, 2019. In the meanwhile, I will be giving you some Soulspiration tidbits just like this one, just to give you some insight on what we're going to be talking about. Previously, I did Soulspirations, and the topic was mainly about healing for the soul, allowing yourself to heal from traumatic experiences in your life, digging deep, dealing with your shadow side, balancing your masculine and feminine energy, things of that nature. So we may revisit some of those topics again in depth, in congruence with the other topics that we're going to be talking about now, dealing with spirituality and alchemy. So I hope you all have a blessed and prosperous day, and do know that you are loved. Peace.